Hey guys, Vincy here. I'm going to do a speedrun of The Guest, the first person shooter with puzzles. If you're getting stuck in any part of the game, you're more than welcome to skip to where you see that part is coming up. If you're getting stuck on a certain puzzle, you're more than welcome to, but I'm going to try and do this as fast as I possibly can. So, let's get to it. I have done this before, so as long as I don't get too stuck on a couple of the puzzles that I tend to have a little bit of difficulty with, just spinning them around and whatnot. But yeah, we'll go as fast as we can. 25th of October 1986. Time is 4:23 a.m. Alright, so for those of you that don't plan on playing this game, so basically this game is all about you're stuck in certain rooms and there's challenges and whatnot, so you just gotta go through the rooms, figure out the challenges, pick up items, use these items and stuff like that. You'll see as we go. Alright, so waking up. I'm waking up. Oh, I can now move. Okay, so the first challenge obviously is to get into the bathroom. So if you're having trouble working out how to get into the bathroom, the two items you need, the first one is under here, which is the doorknob. You need the magazine as well, so pick that up whilst you're at it. You cannot run in this game. That helps you get the toolbox, which is in here. It's got a pin code on it. If you can't see, there is a light bulb there, and that light bulb is used on this lamp over here. So use this lamp. Oh, let's use that on that. I can't use that on that. Looks like it needs a light bulb. Ah, haha. That would be a doorknob. Derp. Alright, so you come in here. Time to use the doorknob. You will need the battery. The other thing you want to make sure you grab is this little thing in here. You will need that for later. I mean, you will need this. Oh, a pencil. Nice. Basically what I do is I just went around and picked up everything you possibly could. Okay, so first up, you need to use the knob on the door. Yeah, that's right, I said knob. Okay, so with the two strange pieces of paper, if you combine them together, it actually gives you the code. So it says 503. So what you got to do is type in 503 on this, because it'll ask you to tighten him up. Enter. So you got to do is grab that and use that on the door handle, because it'll tell you you need to screw this to the door. Screw that to the door, open the door, and you go. Turn the light on. That starts the room. Now, this is the second challenge. So, number 2. The second challenge is to try and get into the... After I'm all drugged out. You want to, first off, go to the first aid box. Use the pills. Grab one of these, and the pliers are down here behind the toilet paper. So you want to just use, well, don't use the toilet paper. So you want to combine that with the pliers, and that'll give you your lockpick. So there you go, lockpick done. Look in here, even though the piece of paper does say, do not turn it on, it's safer in here, don't listen to him. Make sure you grab that battery pack, you will need that for later. I don't think there's anything else that you need in here. I mean, you can pick everything up, but I think everything else is pretty well useless. You will need that door for later, so remember that. You can turn the radio off, it does piss you off a bit. Alright, so out we go. Oh my gosh, my heart is pumping. Go, go, go. Alright, so the next stage. Next stage, you will, if you do not want to just sit there and muddle it around until you get it right, there's actually a plan in here that tells you what you need. So if you look at this, it'll tell you need equivalent of what volts and blah 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 to the top. What I do is pretty simple. It's just God, I keep trying to run. I'm so used to being able to run in games. So which you will need to grab the battery pack from the next door over, which is just in here. So grab that, and you should have the 3 that you are missing. So just use the 3 that you have in the empty spots. And then what I do is I just keep moving them around until I got it right. So 5 and a 20 on the top, 1 and 5 in the middle, 1 and 20 on the bottom. Simple. I don't know if that's the same for every time, but that's just how I got it. You will need to remember this. So this will be the next challenge. So as you come in here and turn the lights on, this here is going to be the next challenge. So to get those 2 items, I think we've got one of them. Just turn this light on as well. There is one down here in the bowls of the bookcase. You will need to grab that. And then the last one is in the chest just over around the back here. I think it's right there. Yep. So you need to grab those 3. This is the next part of the challenge. So what you need to do is just use them on this. So zoom in on this and look in there. Alright, so just use that on the right part. Plug it in. Plug me in. Now basically, I just kept going around until it was right. Last time it didn't actually take that long, but you just keep going around, spinning around. That's what I did. I mean, if you do find yourself having a little bit of a problem. Alright, so what it says here, if you're stuck on this, there's a whole lot of different colors you can do. Alright, so when it says here, turn them off and look for me. So what it means is turn the lights off. So what you need to do is just run around and turn all the lights off in the rooms. Get real scary. Gotta make it real dark. Turn all these lights off. Alright, so you gotta turn I mean, you only need to turn ones off in for specific rooms, but there you go. So you got blue, blue, red there. That's the left hand side. So it's blue, blue, red on the left, and red, blue, yellow on the right. So you just come back here. Not the drawer down here. So it's red, blue, yellow, and blue, blue, red. That'll open it up. Right, the next stage is actually, I don't know whether it was in here. That was in one of the drawers. You just run, I think it's over here actually. Just run around this room, pick up everything you can again. I just picked up everything I can. I mean, most of the stuff you don't actually ever need. 48151. So there'll be 2 things that you will need in here. You need that. I don't think there's actually anything down there. The TV's useless. Don't worry about the TV. Might get you stuck a bit, but yeah, you don't actually need the TV. You don't need any of this stuff really. That'll be the next puzzle. So if you're stuck on that, stay tuned. I'm getting stuck behind chairs. Let me out. Nope, cupboard door. Alright. So let's turn all these lights back on. We no longer need the lights off. Alright, so that phone book, look at that, 48151. So let's just type that in. Da 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 da. Oh man, sick beats, mate. Nice ringtone. Dr. Leonov, the table trapdoor is now open. Thank you, sir. Please proceed. Okay, so that's the table trapdoor. So that is the next part. So the next part is actually, we just open this up. I don't think it, nope. Alright, so you will need the film that is in this door here. So you'll need that and this. So you grab both those items. Then you come over here and you use the film on that and start it up. Now whilst this is going, what you want to do is read this, that document you got out next to the film, 01138. So whilst this is doing this, for the next part, you can't actually do anything with that yet. So the next part you need to do, this is the next puzzle, is you come back over to the phone and type in 01138. And he's basically going to knock you out with drugs, because we're a druggie. We're a bad druggie, guys. But I did. What are you going to do about it, bitch? Take my drugs and get back to bed. Gosh. Never thought anyone would ask me that. Alright, so into the drawer. Take your drugs. Because drugs are good. I mean, what? I didn't say that. Drugs are bad for you. Do not have drugs. Drugs are bad. I didn't see anything. Alright, so this is the next part. So there will be a door. If you are stuck on this part, this is how to do it. So basically this part revolves around going right down the right paths. So there's right and left in each room. So the painting with the painting room, I start with going right. So basically if you go right and it leads you back to the start, which is the paintings room, you've gone through the wrong door. So first off, it's right. So now we're into the bookshelf room, and I believe it is a right again. So if that took you back to the painting room, you must have taken the left path. So you need to make sure you take the opposite path. So if you find yourself getting back to the start, you need to make sure that you go through the other door in the room that you failed on. So it's a right. Where's the run option? Oh, okay, so it changes every time, because my last one was right. So it's right. So all you got to do is keep going through the maze until you have got the 4 correct doors. So currently it's right, left. So I shall take the left door this time, because I failed last time. So right, left. To the left, to the left. Gonna take it to the left, I'm going to take the right door this time. So it's right, left, unknown. It seems that it may be different. I can't exactly remember last time, but I'm pretty sure I had right, left, right last time. This time has been right, left. Please no, please no. So I went, oh my gosh. The paths are very long. So it's right, left, left. Gosh, I've got every single one wrong. Come on, man, just let me through. Right, left. Right, left, left. Let's go, bookshelf room. I found you. Right, left. Go. I don't have feet. What's going on? I don't have feet. Where are my feet? Hello? Right, left, left, unknown. So this last one's the guess. So I'm gonna go with right. Just because I didn't think that there would be 3 lefts in a row, but I mean, it's like flipping a coin really, isn't it? 50-50 chance. Oh, I was right with 3 lefts. Okay, so there you go. There's the answer to that one, right? Triple left. Now, if you're stuck on the last part of this puzzle, I'm getting to there now, so I just gotta run through here and go through the 3 left doors. It seems that it wanted to fuck me over and make me go through all the wrong doors possible. I'm still fascinated by the feet noises without feet. It's quite impressive. Literally no feet. Hello? Nobody. Man, this is really pretty. Like, did they have to make the paths between each one so fucking long? Jesus. Like, damn. Let's just go around the right. Let's just go around the left to the room. God, that was probably longer than the last one. To the left. Now, if you do misclick, I believe that the other side becomes, you could basically fail. So as soon as you go click on the wrong one, wow, that side was way quicker. Let's go left. And then the last room being the TV room. It's to the left again. Right, so once you've got through those 4 rooms, you'll be up towards a room. I think it's probably just around this corner here. Nope, around the next corner. Right, if you see this door, so to pass this, if you look back this way, that other path is gone. So what you're going to do is you're just going to keep going clockwise. Just keep going round and round in circles. Just keep moving, moving, moving. What do you do? So until you get to the stage where you can no longer go clockwise, you have passed the test. So I think it's probably this time here. And voila, you have finished the puzzle. And click on that. It'll drag us back up again, and back into the room we go. Alright, so the next part of the puzzle is this globe here. So there's two parts to this puzzle. There's the film. You can turn the TV off because it's just freaky. So pick this up. Alright, so you're going to need 2 rings. So the first ring is in this cupboard underneath the CD, the old school cassette. And then this ring here, which is on the coat hook at the front door. So you'll need both of those. You just combine all 3 pieces and combine that with the last ring, and that'll give you your strange object. Alright, so the strange object gets placed on this little holder here. It'll place in. Now the idea of this puzzle is you need to get it looking like this picture. So what I did is I went by the triangle and the 2 squares. So I looked for that on the first one. It's just look at the down arrow, so you'd have it facing this way. It's not the triangle with the 2 squares. There is that one. There is that one. It's this one. So flip it around. Get it in the right place using right and left click, and then oops, and then look at this and see that the straight arrow is coming down the front first, and this one's got that little dash. You got to make sure you get that dash on the right side. So let's do this one, Z. So that dash needs to be on that left side, otherwise you have it around the wrong way and it will not work. And then the last part, I mean, you can just flip it over if you've got the last one wrong, because you know that that's the only piece you've got left. And that's that part done. It'll fit in, and that's that part of the puzzle done. He is watching. Ooh, who's watching? Where? Alright, so now you've got an 8-digit code. Now to get this 8-digit code, if you look at this, I think you actually, if you've got this problem where you can't actually see anything, it is because you've got your graphic settings with your brightness set too high. So just turn it down and you'll be able to see. Right, so H equals, you need to go back into this cupboard and change it so that H equals the 2 left triangles. So we just need to go around like that and change it to H equals that. Then you have an 8-digit code, and that's these 8 other digits. So you can look at this. So you got triangle down, point down and point up, which I believe is DO, no, DY. So you got DY for the first 2. So if this is the part you're stuck on, you can just copy what I get to at the end of it. So DY, left triangle and left half triangle. So left triangle is S and left half triangle is T. Now if you got those 2 around the wrong way, it's a little bit confusing because it's upside down. So it looks like a right triangle, but it's actually because it's upside down. ST and right point up half triangle, right point, which is O, and up triangle, which is P. OP. Overpowered. I am overpowered. Oh my, thank you. I know. So let's just spin that around to P, and then the last 2 digits, I believe the last digit's A anyway, so left half triangle point, which is I, and then the last digit is A. Oops, let's go the other way, it's probably faster. Alright, so DYS, die stop, IA. I don't actually know if that spells something. Dystopia? Maybe? It's open now. Open it up. Grab this piece. Don't need anything. That's useless. Alright, so you can turn that off now. And if you want to, you can turn your brightness settings back up if you find that the room is too dark. Right, so you want to come over to this little machine here. You want to turn the handle, put the handle in there and click it to turn it on. Right, so this is the next stage. This door is locked. This is where you need to go next. This plays a tune. This tune, rip. You can hear that. You just need to wait for the pause. And you need to get this right. You've got 3 attempts, otherwise it'll change the tune. So if I go like this, and changing melody. So the melody will actually change. So now I've got a different one. And that's that. You just gotta listen. Might take you a few goes. It is a bit hard because some of the tunes are very, very similar. Turn the light on. Something's gonna happen. Oh, what's going on? Now, if you're stuck on this part. Alright, so the first part of this puzzle. I mean, you can go in here and have a look around. Past this line and the lights come on. Alright, so I mean, you can do this part first. So you come around here. If you're stuck on trying to work out how to get to the next part, you use this little keycard you found on the armrest, turns the computer on, run around to the computer. Now when you come in, it says on the first door, not this door here, but if you close this door, it actually says, oh, okay, hang on. So come into this drawer to the left here, take the lighter fluid. Now I don't think I grabbed the lighter, which is underneath the foot of the bed. So just come into the bedroom. Yeah, guys, come into the bedroom. I'm inviting you in. Ooh. I can now have a cigarette. Wonder if I can use that on the cigarette. Cigarettes. Alright, so you want to use the lighter fluid. Combine it with the lighter, and then you can then use this on the lights. So there's one there and then there's one up here. You want to pick this cryptex up. The cryptex will come in handy. The next part, you want to make sure that you have the glass. You don't need the glasses, but you do need this magazine. You're going to pick that up. I don't think there's anything else in there. Nope. Alright, so the next part is to turn on, it says here, important, be sure to remember the exact time of your login. So the exact time of the login, if you look on the clock, is actually 4:23. It looks kind of like it's 4:22, but it's actually 4:23. So let's just go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3. And that'll start everything up. Now there's one room left. You've got that room, and that room done. There's this, the last room. Emergency, emergency. This room has to be done. So what we're missing is the R key on this. We need the R key. Because what you need to do is you need to type in all the letters. If you look on all the magazines, you've got all of these letters that are circled. You will need those. So just make sure you've got all 3 magazines. So you come back into the bathroom. Just remember you need the cryptex. So come back into the bathroom, turn that radio off because nobody wants to listen to that shit. And come into here. Right, I will chuck a diagram on the screen of what you actually need. So if you look at the cryptex, it actually has symbols. So I've just gone by doing it with a grid. I'll chuck it up on the screen so that you guys on the screen so you guys can see it. What I've done with this. So I've taken the left column as being A1, the second column being A5, the third column being B4, the fourth column being C1, the fifth column being C4, and the last column being E3. It'll make sense once you see the little diagram that I'll put on the screen. So basically we need to keep this. So you've got all of these different looking things you can do. So I mean, what I do is you got to do these in a certain order. So let's just clean this back up. Alright, so I started with doing this one here because you need to keep this bottom one. This one needs to be a square because you need to keep this one here. This one needs to be a side dash. Actually, it can be an X, I think. Yeah. You need to make this as an up. You need to make that as an X. You need to make that as a sideways. And then this one as a down. So follow that and that'll get you your R key for your typewriter. So close the door, get out of here, and let's go back to the typewriter. Now if you write in the right order, you want to use this on here. Now the 8 digits that are, I think it's 8. Is it 8? All I know is it spells benefactor. So once you type that, that'll open up the next part, the next step. So it'll open up this from here. Now this is for the departure and arrival. So with those hints that you've got from the bedroom right at the start where you got the boarding pass, this is the one that you wanted to look at, VOG and BOS, and also what was on your bag, which is this, Belgrade and Boston. So you want to go to the globe and look for Boston and Volgograd. I don't actually know how to say that. 5 north and 8 east, and then you want to go to Boston, which is faster to go this way, I think, which should be right here, and you've got 4 north and 12 west. So you want to write that down, or if you've got a good memory, you can keep that. And then you want to go to when your arrival was, which was 4 north, which when you left, 4 north and 8 east, and then enter. Oh, it was 5 north. Oops. 5 north, 8 east, and then 4 north and 12 west. So go around to 12 west and enter. And that's the finish. So that'll bring down this next part. Dancing. Oh, thanks for telling me that. Oh, thanks for telling me that. Congratulations, you have successfully passed the test. Alright, thank you. I belong to the state. Somebody owns me, guys. Someone owns me. Does that actually turn the exclamation mark off? No, it stays on. Must have been like an emergency warning, like, oh my god, no! And they've found me. Alright. Be thankful to the benefactor. Alright, so you follow the red line, red squares on the roof. It even says there, follow the red on the roof. And it'll take you to the front door. And out we go. And well done. You have finished. So, to completely finish the game, you want to come over here and push play. Push the button. Have your pills. Yummy. Go to the welcome, take your card. Jump on the platform, look up here, and pray. I am praying to the benefactor. And not blessing to the state. For the masses. No production will be increased with me working, I tell you that much. Working hard. I don't think I'll be doing that either. Let's be thankful to the benefactor. Yes. And that's the game. So you should come out of this and push Q to be able to get off. And that'll be the end of the game. So that'll bring you to the end. And hope that helped. So if this did help you in any way, if you got stuck on certain parts and this helps you, leave a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Cheers, guys. Why the sad music? I suppose I'm working for the state. I'm working for the state.